Hello, everybody. We are here with the one and only Mike Pollock, and we're fixing to interview him. Please follow the rules and do not ask to join, and enjoy the show. So, how you doing, Mike?
So far, so good. And how are things there?
Going good here.
Excellent.
So, I'm gonna start off with a few questions, and then my brother will ask you a few questions.
Absolutely. It's why we're here.
Yep. So, my question, first one, what made you become a voice actor?
As a kid, I loved radio and I loved theater. When it came time to pick a job after doing lots of theater and a little bit of radio looked a little more stable. So tried that for a while. Then when radio decided it had enough of me, I had my theater training to fall back on and was able to make a demo tape to get people to start hiring me for voiceover stuff. And then voiceover became a natural fallback career path. And I couldn't be happier.
Interested. Okay, my second question, did you have doubt that you couldn't do voice acting?
It really isn't up to me. It's up to the people who hire me. And once people started to hire me, it became kind of apparent that I guess I could do that. So I did that.
That's good. Um, did you go to school for voice acting?
Hello?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I thought you heard what I said. I said, did you go to school for voice acting?
No, I covered the answer, but maybe the screen was minimized, so it wasn't listening to the answer. Um, repeating the answer, not for voice acting specifically. There is no real training for voice actor. There are voice acting. There are voiceover coaches that kind of cover that, but really, it's a thing about acting. So there's acting school, which I did not attend. Broadcasting was my choice in college, and I learned the professional training in broadcasting. But as a kid with my community theater and school theater training, there was some acting training involved there too. So basically, what I picked up mostly naturally.
That's nice. What do you do in your free time when you're not voice acting or anything?
Well, there's a family to attend to. I've got two growing children and a lovely wife. And apart from that, I make my own personal RSS feeds and podcast feeds to keep track of the latest news and various articles and various websites, and also to time shift our favorite radio stations and make them sound as nice as possible when we listen to them when we please.
Interesting. Um, how long did it take you to practice as a character that you voice as?
Generally, the practicing happens when you get there. The challenge is the audition. You come up with voices, and once the producer decides they like it and you're the one they want to hire, then you're in the room with a script, and either there's some rehearsal time or a read through, or most of the time, here's your script and we're ready to record. Let's go. And then you have the advantage of working. I'm guessing that this thing, if the screen's not awake, this doesn't hear anything. Let's start that question over. It's on the job training. The hard part is auditioning and hoping somebody likes your audition. If they like your audition and then they hire you, then there you are in the room with a script. And you get to record each line until you get it right. And once they're happy, you move on to the next line. So, rehearsal in the traditional sense, not really a thing.
Interesting. What is the one thing you always wanted to do but haven't accomplished yet?
I'd like to be in a major motion picture, I guess, one of these days. And if the fates align, that might happen.
All right. What is your favorite character that you voice as? It could be any character.
It's whatever character I happen to be recording at the time. I've learned that it doesn't make sense to play favorites because if you decide something's your favorite and you're working on something else, then you're not working on your favorite. Every job I work on is my favorite when I'm recording it.
All right. Shadow, did you want to ask any questions?
Okay, yeah. My first question was, were you ever in the game Mr. Meat?
Yes, I am, because they liked my audition as well.
I figured as much because when I played the game like last week and I heard that voice, so I knew it had to be you.
Thank you. I auditioned, they liked it, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And the next question was, do you have any favorite sport?
I'm not a sports guy, so sport has been better off without me all these years. It should probably stay that way.
Okay, that's at least good. The next one I would be asking is, have you ever been in a live action movie?
I have dubbed some live action movies. The closest I got to live action, at least on screen, is some cable promos for cable TV up in Syracuse, New York. However, there's been lots of stage work, so I count my stage work as live action because it's me and my body. So there's been plenty of stage work in the past, and there'll be a little stage work coming up in the future.
Well, that's awesome to hear.
Thank you.
Or you can go ahead and ask more, Janina.
Okay. Let me think here. Do you have a favorite food?
Probably barbecue of various kinds. And then if it's dessert, it's probably ice cream of various kinds.
Nice. So, what is it like in New York, where you live at?
The greatest city in the world. Took a little bit of a slowdown during the recent pandemic, but things are picking up. There is never a dull moment, even when the streets are mostly empty.
Right? Any more questions, Shadow?
Oh yeah, just like one. To Mike, how many interviews have you actually done so far, or people interviewing you?
Oh, there's been dozens. I would say at least close to 50, if not slightly above.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite TV show?
Whichever one I happen to be in.
What kind of music do you like?
Let's see, in no particular order: show tunes, oldies, novelty, and country.
Nice. Are you a cat or a dog person?
Given a choice, probably a cat person. But since we've been married and have had dogs, I've been forced to be a dog person.
Nice. Um, any more questions, Shadow?
Not at the moment.
What's your favorite movie?
Also, again, probably any movie I happen to be in. So that being the case, I can name, Promare was the most recent one. People seem to like that, and so did I.
Nice.
Okay, now I do actually have a few more questions. What was your funniest moment that you were in a TV show?
There have been so many, it's impossible to choose, and probably the funniest parts come behind the scenes. So we have so much fun in between the takes you hear. There are probably those are the funniest moments that I can't even recall, but I know we laugh a lot.
Well, that's interesting.
Any more questions, Shadow?
Trying to think of a question. I really am literally out of ideas. I guess I have none for like literally right now. So you can ask any. You can ask more if you want to.
Think of one that you always wanted to ask. You always said you wanted to ask him stuff. So think of one you never asked.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to think here. Okay. What is your favorite type of drink?
Probably an iced coffee, more specifically an iced Americano.
Oh, those sound good.
I enjoy them.
Was there any type of favorite foods that you enjoy, or is there something like that?
Well, we covered barbecue, so there's barbecue, or a nice deli sandwich.
Oh, that's an excellent one. Totally.
What about favorite book?
Let's see. I narrated a couple audiobooks, so I guess by default those have become my favorite. I don't recommend listening to them because they're kind of unbearable, but you can look for audio copies of A Nazi Conscience and the other one whose title I have to look up.
Nice. Any more questions, Shadow?
Oh yeah. What is your favorite game?
Let's see. Any of the ones I get to be in, because it's an honor to be asked to be part of a game. And then if I was playing a game, probably Trivial Pursuit, or more than likely the arcade version, the arcade equivalent of Trivia Whiz, which was so popular in the arcade and the questions so limited that I played it long enough to memorize the questions and top the leaderboard as a kid.
Awesome.
Do you have a favorite actor or actress?
Whoever I happen to be lucky enough to work alongside. There's few things more enjoyable and more educational than watching a talented actor do their thing live and in person. So I don't do many ensemble records, but when I do, always great fun to watch and see how other people do what we do.
Do you have a favorite car?
Not specifically. We've got a Prius in the family, so the Toyota Prius, a fine vehicle.
Nice. Any more you want to ask, Shadow?
Oh yeah. How many conventions have you actually been in recently?
Recently one this year, none the past couple of years with the pandemic and all, but totaling probably about 30.
Whoa, 30. That's a good number.
With more to come, we hope.
Well, may good luck come to you, and may more. Um. Oh, right now I forgot what I was gonna say.
Thank you so much anyway. I'll take it as a wide-ranging best of luck. Hang on, that did its dropout thing again. Um, what was the question?
We're trying to think. I wrote all mine down and I asked every single one of them, so now I'm out of ideas.
All right. I got to be on my way in about 10 minutes anyway, so let's just keep that in mind.
Yep. Is there a favorite restaurant you like to go out at?
In the old days, there was a place called Howard Johnson's, which is mostly out of business. So if I could go back in time, that would be the favorite that I'd want to go back to. But currently, any good barbecue places we covered before, and there are several around town. But new barbecue places, especially various ethnic barbecues. Korean barbecue is good, Chinese barbecue good, the occasional Japanese barbecue now and again, and particularly Brazilian churrascaria, rodízio, the all-you-can-eat Brazilian barbecue. Fantastic.
Do you have any favorite flowers that you like?
Flowers I'll leave to my wife. She likes lilacs. So lilacs and all daffodils. Great choices.
Nice. Anything you want to ask, Shadow?
Oh yeah, here's one. What's your favorite type of fruit or vegetable?
All right, let's see. Currently, blackberries.
Wow, I literally like blackberries, so that's definitely a good thing.
Fantastic.
Was that it, Shadow? You got more to ask?
I'm basically finished with my questions, so you can answer the rest of them. Oh, okay, shit, yeah. Um, do you like doing any things when you were a kid? Was there any things you liked to do when you were little?
It was the days before the internet, so there was TV, but there was also listening to the radio. I was indulging my love of radio way back when, and going to see shows to increase my love of theater. And being in theater was even better. So performing in theater, listening to the radio, or as I grew up, being in the radio.
I really miss the old days.
Well, you can't have everything.
And that is true.
Do you have a favorite animal?
Let's see. Long time ago, it was the moose, so I guess moose would still be the best answer.
Nice. Do you have a favorite song?
Depends on which one I'm obsessing about at the moment. And right now, I think I'm between obsessions.
What about a favorite Christmas carol?
Let's see. I'm most favorite of Christmas carols are the ones that I write parodies for. So I did a brilliant one, in my own opinion, to "Baby It's Cold Outside," which turns into an elderly couple yelling about the thermostat. It's hot. It was retitled "The Baby. It's Hot in Here."
Any more questions, Shadow?
Maybe just two. How many autographs have you signed before?
That would be a countless number because for each of those 30 conventions, there are hundreds of autographs. So let's just say probably a few thousand.
Whoa, that is a lot.
I agree.
And also, last question: how was your day, basically?
Today should be pretty busy. After we chat, I've got a Zoom conversation about another potential project, and then I've got a recording session booked for this evening, a rare after-hours recording session, and then tomorrow another in-person session involving an assortment of bus and train trips. So couldn't be happier.
Very nice. And much luck to you, and hopefully you have a great day.
Thank you kindly. Likewise, I'm sure.
Okay, so that's all my questions.
About 3 minutes, and then we'll end this.
All right.
Do you have a favorite cocktail?
No, I'm not much of a drinker, so I will watch my wife drink a martini occasionally, but mine is usually going to be some fancy non-alcoholic beverage whipped up at the bar.
Nice. Let's see. Do you have any more questions, Shadow? Because we're fixing to end it soon.
Okay, not questions, but I'll say make sure you guys subscribe to Mike Pollock down in the description below. You can go check out his channel. We'll link that after the stream. So go support the legendary Mike Pollock because he's awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome, Mike.
Well, we're going to end it here. Thank you, everybody, for joining, and thank you, Mike, for your time.
Sure. Thank you both for asking, and thanks everybody for watching and listening.
And hopefully we'll see you again in the future timeline.
We can only hope, but who knows what the future holds, as I love to say.
Yep. Hope you have an excellent day.
Thank you. You too. Likewise. We'll see you.
And it was a pleasure, nice meeting you here. So
back at you.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
You are very